Good evening, everyone. It's Daniella here. So this is my second video. Uh, I know you guys probably don't want to watch this video or videos like this, but this morning I got a phone call from my mother, telling me that my grandfather had another stroke. So that makes number 4 now. It's getting tough now. It was hard enough with less than a month that my great-grandfather passed away. And I'm still dealing with that. This is my great-grandfather here. It was the last picture taken of him. He was a happy 94-year-old man who enjoyed life, so I miss him every day. And I keep that with me every day, in my wallet, Now my grandfather, I'll show you a picture of him. He's actually the background of my phone. But I don't know if you guys can really see that, but might be because of the light, but there we go, kind of. Anyways, this picture was taken at Mohegan Sun Hotel and Casino. That's something that him and I used to, love doing together, is going down to Connecticut and going to the casino and blowing our money. So when I got the phone call this morning, I talked to my brother and his girlfriend, and I was just like, I'll go tomorrow when my vacation officially starts. And they're like, no, you should go today. You shouldn't put it off. And probably 10 or 15 minutes after, I sat there and pondered, the decision. Do I take off today and go up there and spend time with him, or do I go to work and just hope that he holds on until tomorrow? I made the decision to go up this morning, and while I went up to the nursing home, I sat there and I texted my boss and I just said, hey, my grandfather had another stroke, and he was unresponsive, and that I'm going to take the day to be up there with him. And I was thankful enough for them to get somebody to cover me, because I didn't want to go to work today and, be wondering the whole time. I mean, no matter what, I'd wonder. But, I spent the whole day with him. I held his hand at one point, for quite a while. We talked about Shark Week, because, this week is Shark Week, so, they're playing Jaws on TV, they're playing all different, shark shows on Discovery Channel. And, it's kind of funny that, something's happening to him right now, because a couple days prior, I had a dream about him. And when I was a little kid, my grandfather used to have a wood business. He'd go out in the woods and cut down trees and, logs, and, we'd load the truck up. Now, back then, even though I knew at 6 years old I was a girl, I still loved my grandparents a lot, and, so I'd hang out with my grandfather a lot. Like, during the summer on weekends, I didn't just play. I went out, helped my grandfather in the woods. I loved it. We'd be out there from the wee hours of the morning to late in the afternoon, and we'd get up in the morning, have coffee, because I started drinking coffee at a young age. We go out to the diner and have breakfast, and then we'd head right into the woods, and that's where we were all day until my grandfather had to either go to work or we got tired or got done with the load that we needed to do. And I said to myself the other day, I said, I miss those summers. I miss those summers out in the woods. I miss being out there in the hot sun. I miss just being out there with him, loading the truck, listening to music, drinking Coke. Because that's what he liked to drink for soda, was Coke, Um, you know, like I said in my previous video, he's the last grandparent I have. And I know in life, we get to a point where, it's inevitable for it to happen. And like I said before, in my other video also, that you don't really know how you're going to handle it. No one's prepared for someone to die. As much as you try to prepare yourself both mentally and physically, you're not. I was texting my mother a little while ago, and I was asking her how she was, and she said that he was saying that he could see my grandmother. Now, she died my senior year of high school. And, after that, his health took a worse for wear. He had a heart attack in October, and then he had one in December. And ever since then, he's never been the same. His health slowly has been failing. And my senior year was back in 2008. So he's lived quite a little bit longer, he's made it this far. And the only thing I can say is I hope he gets better. I hope that's not being too selfish because, he lost his wife, back in 2008. He hasn't seen her since then. So, I believe that if a loved one, especially, a grandparent, if they go quietly in the night with no pain and they just drift off in sleep, I think that's probably the best way to go. And that's the only thing I can say. I really hope that, I don't hope that he goes, but if he does go, I want him to go peacefully, Would I like to have him around a few more years? Yeah. I'd like to have him around forever if possible, but immortality is not something that is feasible or real. My grandfather taught me a lot of things. He taught me responsibility. And he always used to tell a story about when he was a kid, how he wanted this bike in the store. And he ran home and he told his dad, and, he's like, yep, I thought my dad was going to pull out his wallet right there and give me the money to go get the bike. But he said, you know what? You work for it and you earn it, and when you have enough money, you can go get the bike. And he's like, I appreciated the bike more when I got it because I earned it. And that's how I am with all the things I have. Like when I bought my first guitar, I worked all summer for it, and I got it and I still have it. I still play it. And I'm the same way with my car. I've never had to have anyone help me buy my cars. All the cars that I've owned, I've bought myself. And I do appreciate them more because I know how hard it was to work for that. So my grandfather told me the story about the bike is something that stuck with me. I always imagined, if something ever happened to him, he used to have this big, old car. It was an Oldsmobile. And I remember when I was a kid and I was young and he would have to go to work at 3 and it was summertime. I'd literally stand in the middle of the road watching him drive away. And I was so sad, that he was leaving. Even though I'd see him later, it was just like I would miss him while he was gone at work. And now I'm kind of sitting in myself. How I'm going to feel if he passes away, knowing that I won't ever see him again. Just like my great-grandfather. won't ever see him again. I know it's part of life. I'm not ready, just like I wasn't ready for my great-grandfather, but as I'm making this video, for right now, he's still with us, so, you know, I can only hope for the best. I mean, I don't really know what else to say, but I just thought I'd, make this video and give you guys an update, what's going on with me. I like to keep you guys informed, so, yeah, hope you like this video, and I will see you on the flip side.